So a typical breath is going to look something like this. This top part here is going to be the top of the inspiratory segment of your breath. So that's a peak, and then decreasing to here. So let's go ahead and start with Cflex. So what Cflex does is during the exhalation phase, what it does is most people have a hard time exhaling. And so, well, not most people, some people have difficulty exhaling. And so what Cflex will do is it flexes down. All right, so here we have Cflex. This is for Philips Respironics. So what this looks like for them is here is their breathing. And so what Cflex does is on the exhalation period of the breath down here, if you have it set to 1, it's going to dip it just a little bit. This is pretty much just like the ResMed, except this is an unknown. The Cflex, we don't exactly know what this is. What they say is it's just according to their algorithm. So if you're on a higher pressure, apparently this is a bigger dip than if you're on a lower pressure, but that is conjecture on my part. So this is a setting of 1. It'll dip a little more with a setting of 2, and then it'll dip a little more with a setting of 3. That, my friends, is Cflex. Boot, boot. Aflex. So Aflex features this same thing on the exhalation phase, but it also adds something to the inhalation phase. And what it is supposed to do is this, if it were a little boxier, like that, what Aflex does is it softens this curve a little bit. It'll round it out more. The purpose of this, I don't know. It's supposed to make it a little more comfortable. I think it's also supposed to make this part not so blasting you with air, not so mechanical. It kind of makes it feel a little more natural from what I understand. I do notice a difference when I have it on, but I can't say it's anything that bothers me. It kind of feels good to have the blast of air, but Aflex takes that away, and so not so much. So the lesser of this would be 1 for setting 2, and then 3. And then of course it's going to be doing these for every breath if you have it set there. So all of them. Obviously if you turn it off, it's going to just do the main breathing. If you have it not even on, your breathing is going to be just what it is. And hey, that's okay, right? Okay, so for expiratory pressure relief, we're going to have that same typical breathing. Okay, and so what this does, ResMed says that this dip here is 1 centimeter of water pressure if you have it set for 1. Now if you have it set for 2, that's going to be 2 centimeters of water pressure. And then if you have it set for 3, that is 3 centimeters of water pressure. What does that look like to you? Well, my friends, if it drops as you're exhaling, that actually turns into a BiPAP. So they say it's not BiPAP, but it's a BiPAP if it's dropping that many centimeters of water pressure. That's all EPR does. It's just another tool to help make it a little more comfortable while you're exhaling, and you know, that's pretty much it. So now, should you be using them? That's the question.